All right, so we get to go right to Unit 3. We're going to skip over Unit 2. You're going to get some choice with 3.1 machine control. You'll either go to the regular 3.11. We'll talk about Robot C and what that is, or in the distance learning, there is the VEX VR that is complete remote. So today you're just going to get an introduction of both. Actually 3 different ways, and then we'll be asking next week that you decide. So let's first take a look at the 3.1, 3.11 inputs and outputs. If you take a look, you just watched the video on the PowerPoint and the Robot C. Please go back anytime you need those for resources. And if you notice, it's going to talk about building a test bed. So that thing looks like this. That takes a little bit of time, and it's going to be a lot of pieces. So what we've done instead is we've actually built a Clawbot for you. Okay, so you're going to be using this Clawbot in the classroom, and you're going to be adding those motors and sensors. And it's going to talk about all the different motors and sensors. The motors and then the different sensors, but you'll just be building it on the already built Clawbot. Okay, to do that, we're going to go to Citrix and go to Robot C. I have something already loaded up. There's 2 different ways. Okay, so I'm just going to go File, New. I'm sorry, Open Sample Program. There's a lot of different samples. If you take a look, one of the fun ones that students like to do is the remote control Clawbot. Right now, we're just going to go to the PLTW template. If you take a look, all right, so that's interesting. File, Open Sample Program. The template looks like this. Before you do anything, you should actually go in your Google Drive. So I'm going to save as your Google file stream. Please make a POE folder. I have one, let's see. Please make a POE folder, and then I made a VEX Clawbot. So please save it right there. I would do that first in your VEX, your Google file stream. So that way you can access them at home and here. And then also, couple different things. There's different compiler targets. I see the physical robot, which you'd use in the classroom, or the PC-based emulator or virtual worlds, which I'm going to introduce you to. Some of you might not see that, so you want to always go menu level, super user. Okay, menu level, super user. It's hard to say. Platform type should be at VEX 2.0 Cortex and natural language 2.0. Your motors and sensors setup. Here's something they don't tell you. They have you set up motors, sensors, things like that. Standard model, I just pick the Clawbot. It's not really cheating, but it kind of is. And then apply it. And then you'll see this Pragma file you never want to touch that says RVW Clawbot. In the green is your names and anything you and the computer will talk about. And then the task main is where you're going to be doing your programming, your natural language. You're going to learn all about this. I'm just showing you how to set it up as the virtual worlds. Okay, which compiler target, PC emulator or virtual worlds. The PC emulator is just going to simulate your coding. So I basically set motor, right motor, and you'll learn all about how to set this up. Set motor, or you could do start motor, left motor, and you'll learn all about the formatting and the colon and things like that. You can also bring up your debugger window. In the emulator, it doesn't have that. So you'll compile and download, and then you'll see the emulator pop up. You have your motors. Get this out of the way. You can also get your sensors, but right now we only need our motors. So we'll say start, and you should watch the right motor and the left motor turn on for 5 seconds at a speed of 127. You're going to learn about what all of this is, but I'm just showing you the emulator and what that looks like. Right now, we can go 5 seconds and then it should shut off, and it did. All right, if you want to do it in virtual worlds, and you're just going to have to decide what you feel comfortable with, compiler target, virtual worlds. You can also do screencastifys to show me what you've done instead of doing it in the classroom. What we do now is compile and download. If you notice, I still have the set motors for 5 seconds. I'll compile and download. You get a brand new window that comes up. And you can create an account. So you might want to spend some time doing that today. I'm going to log in as a guest. Robots, I pick the Vex Clawbot, and then movement. I can just say start activity. The right and the left motor is going to go for 5 seconds. You'll hit play. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1004, 1005, 1000, and then it stops. So that's also kind of fun. So choice 1 would be, hey, I just want to try this at home to see if it works. The emulator or the virtual worlds where I get to actually see the real robot. Or there's another choice that if you want more of the block coding, you can go to the distance learning, which is down here. And you can click on 3.11 here, and that is the Vex, this little robot, this gizmo, Vex Code VR. That is actually like the new V5 in the classroom. I know some of this information is overwhelming. I would like you to play around with it the rest of the day and see what you like. So if I clicked on the Vex VR, it's literally you just drag over things and bring them over. I just loaded a sample program earlier today. You can also go to natural language. It's just the viewer, what that looks like. And then the variables, what you can see here. And you can actually start it and a playground comes up. And you'll actually see what's happening. So this is the code that's actually happening. It's repeating itself 10 times to go in a straight line for only 200 millimeters, turning at 30 degrees. So that's another way you can also do it. So you need to choose between the robot C. If you're going to do the Clawbot in the classroom, you'll automatically pick this. The virtual worlds, you can also test that out, or the Vex VR if you're not going to be in the classroom at all. Again, just decide what works best for you and main thing is to have fun with it.